హాయ్ గైస్, వెల్కమ్ టు వాట్ వి వాచ్. నేను మీ భానుప్రకాష్ రెడ్డి బెజ్జంకి అండ్ మళ్ళీ మనతో ఉన్నారు సాయికృష్ణ పెనుగొండ. అండ్ ఈ ఈరోజు మనం మాట్లాడుకోబోయేది కొంచెం ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ అండ్ ఆల్సో దీని గురించి మాట్లాడదామని ఎప్పటి నుంచో అనుకుంటున్నాం. బట్ టైం మొత్తం లైక్ యాజ్ వీఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ మూన్ నైట్ రైట్ నౌ, వీ వాంటెడ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ ద హోల్ షో. ఎందుకంటే టోటల్ షో స్టోరీ కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత చూద్దామని చెప్పేసి ఒక ప్లాన్ ఉండే అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ షో, ఎలాంటి ఎపిసోడ్కి వాట్స్ గోనా హ్యాపెన్ అనేది మనకి ప్రిడిక్షన్ చేయడానికి కూడా ఎలాంటి ఆప్షన్ లేకుండా ఉండేది అనమాట. సో వీ థాట్ లైక్ ఓకే వీల్ డూ ద వీడియో, బట్ కనీసం ఒక ఐడియా ఉండేంత వరకైనా చూద్దామని చెప్పేసి ఇంకా చేయలేదు. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ స్పాయిలర్ డిస్కషన్ ఆఫ్ మూన్ నైట్ టోటల్ సిరీస్ ఆర్ సీజన్. వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారు ఇంకా అర్థం కావట్లేదు. It's just a series for now because they presented this series as a limited series. Yeah. So ivala release ayindi.
Regarding dani gurinche, sorry, I cutted you. Aithe ippudu limited or like season 2 ki vachesariki, first of all కొన్ని డేస్ ago ఈ 10 years retreat అనేది ఒకటి జరిగింది. దాని ముందు వరకు కూడా ఇట్ వాస్ టోటెడ్ యాజ్ ఏ లిమిటెడ్ సిరీస్. అండ్ లైక్ షో ఎడిటింగ్ దగ్గర ఎక్కడ కూడా ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ దే చేంజ్డ్ ఎనీథింగ్. లైక్ జేక్ లాక్లీ, ఐ థింక్ that shot should be there like in the end mid credit
total spoilers and total spoilers. This is a spoiler discussion, so we are going to report everything. If you don't want to watch, if you don't want to know any spoilers of this show, just back up and watch the whole show and come back again to watch
get the hell out of our podcast
right now. Yeah continue.
అయితే అప్పటి వరకు ఏమో లిమిటెడ్ సిరీస్ అన్నారు. ఐ థాట్ ఇట్ విల్ బి లిమిటెడ్ సిరీస్, ఎందుకంటే ఆస్కార్ ఐజాక్ ఇస్ సచ్ ఎ ట్రెజర్ దట్ లైక్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ జడ్జింగ్ రిగార్డింగ్ ఏ టీవీ వెబ్ సిరీస్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్. కానీ like you will have some standard of audience. Like web series is something that you will just watch at your home. Like you can't celebrate with cheers and everything because you will have no one right to you, sitting next to you. Kani Oscar Isaac is a theater person. Okay, he's a theater worthy person. So when I thought they casted Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight, and when they announced Moon Knight web series, I thought this will be a limited series.
I'm very sorry, but okay, let me cut. Ippude just 10 minutes back Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer vachindi. Can we do this?
ఏంటి ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి?
Let's just watch and just continue again back. Obi-Wan
okay guys, no problem. Do not cut the recording, but just simply share it here only. It's not a big deal.
We can't share the screen because copyright issues are
copyright. Okay, don't. Okay, let me, like, I'm going to watch that on my phone. The audio will be there, but I'm not going to show the video. Okay, కాపీరైట్ ఇష్యూస్ మనకే ఉందంటారా? కాపీరైట్ ఇష్యూస్ ఇప్పుడు
ఏమోరా బాబు, కొత్తగా వచ్చిన మనం చెప్పేసి మనకి వేసేస్తే ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది. ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నా ఇంకోటి ఈ వీక్ లో వస్తుందని చెప్పేసి. 1.5 minutes
11 minutes. Okay, it's on Star Wars.
Coruscant అయింది కంపోజిషన్. Coruscant Inquisitors.
When the time comes, he must be trained. Like you trained his father.
Okay, ఇది ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలే నేను. Six-part event కన్ఫర్మ్ చేశారు, లిమిటెడ్ సిరీస్. What the fuck? ఎస్ ఎస్ కుంపస్ కలుస్తున్నారా ఏంటి? సూపర్, మామూలే లేదుగా. నీకు కుమేల్ అని ఉన్నాడని తెలియదు, నీకు తెలుసా? కుమేల్ అని ఉన్నాడని నాకు తెలియదు. అండ్ దట్ వాజ్ Obi-Wan's సెకండ్ ట్రైలర్. ఆబ్వియస్లీ అది వచ్చినా రాకున్నా నేను ఫస్ట్ కంపల్సరీ చూసే షో అది, బికాస్ ఐఎమ్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ స్టార్ వార్స్
With the comfort of, with the comfort from our home.
అదొకటి. అండ్ ఆల్సో లైక్ దిస్ ఈస్ సీరియస్లీ గుడ్. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద షో లైక్ 6-part షో. ఆ షోని మళ్ళీ వీళ్ళు ఒకటే డైరెక్టర్, లైక్ మార్వెల్ ఇప్పుడు ఎలా చేస్తుందో, ఇప్పటివరకు స్టార్ వార్స్ వచ్చిన షో మ్యాండలోరియన్ కానీ లైక్ బోబో ఫెట్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ మల్టిపుల్ డైరెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు. దీనికి మాత్రం టోటల్ డెబ్రా చౌ ఒకతే. డెబ్రా చౌ డైరెక్టెడ్ మల్టిపుల్ ఎపిసోడ్స్ ఇన్ ద మ్యాండలోరియన్. ఫస్ట్ సీజన్లో 3 కానీ మధ్యలో కొన్ని ఎపిసోడ్స్ చేసింది. కరెక్ట్ టైంకి నాకు ఆ ఎపిసోడ్స్ గుర్తు రావట్లేదు. అండ్ సెకండ్ సీజన్లో కూడా కొన్ని చేసింది. బోబో ఫెట్ కమిట్ ఏ ఎపిసోడ్ డైరెక్ట్ చేయలేదు, అందుకే అంత చెత్తగా ఉందేమో నాకు తెలియదు, వేరే విషయం అది. Because she is totally engraved in this Obi-Wan show అన్నమాట. టోటల్ ఎపిసోడ్స్
బోబో ఫెట్ లో ఈ క్యామియో ఎపిసోడ్ ఉంది చూడు, ఎపిసోడ్ 4 or 5 సంథింగ్, లాస్ట్ నుంచి 2 episodes ముందు అనమాట. దాని బ్రైస్ డెల్లాస్ అవార్డు కదా షూట్ చేసింది, ఐ థింక్ క్యామియో ఎపిసోడ్ మొత్తం.
యా,
బోబో ఫెట్ లో చేసింది.
మ్యాండలోరియన్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఎపిసోడ్ ఉంది బోబో ఫెట్ లో, 5th ఎపిసోడ్
మ్యాండలోరియన్ అండ్ మ్యాండలోరియన్ ప్లస్ అశోక ప్లస్
కాదు
3 మొత్తం
కాదు
ఓన్లీ మ్యాండలోరియన్ చేసింది.
ద ఫస్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్ ఏదైతే మన
ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేశారు,
షిప్ తయారు చేసిన ఆ ఎపిసోడ్ బ్రైస్ డెల్లాస్ అవార్డ్ ఆమె డైరెక్ట్ చేసింది. అండ్ 6th ఎపిసోడ్ ఎవరు చేశారో గుర్తులేదు, డేవ్ ఫిలోని అనుకుంటా. డేవ్ ఫిలోని చేశాడు అనుకుంటా, మేబీ. సో యా, దట్ వాస్ Obi-Wan. But we are here to talk about Moon Knight. This is a surprise for us.
Moon Knight. So we didn't know.
Well, Obi-Wan వస్తుందని ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయలేదు.
So okay, let me continue. So ఎందుకంటే నాకు season 2 is actually a disappointment అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. season 2 announcement, first thing ఏంటంటే I want to see him in the big screen first of all. Okay,
ఇట్ విల్ బి ఆబ్వియస్లీ, ఇట్ విల్ బి మార్వెల్. ఇది
కాదు, అలా కాదు. ఇప్పుడు రియల్లీ బిగ్ స్క్రీన్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఒక పర్సనల్ స్టోరీని ట్రూలీ ఫోకస్ చేయలేదు. అంటే ఇట్ డిడ్ ఫోకస్ బట్ ఆన్ అ లార్జ్ స్కేల్. ఇట్ నెవర్ లైక్ ఉంది, కానీ దాని యొక్క ఇంపాక్ట్ అనేది బిగ్గర్ ఇంపాక్ట్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తే కానీ ఆ స్టోరీస్ని ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేయలేదు. I think like there are some like Ant-Man like film is his story, కానీ like like the film purpose అయితేనే ఆ పర్సనల్ ఇష్యూని ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేశారు. కానీ when it comes to TV series, like we don't know much about Wanda, but with WandaVision, man, it showed a lot. తర్వాత same Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but okay, it's good.
Because ఎందుకంటే లైక్ ఫాల్కన్ బ్యాక్ స్టోరీ కూడా మనకు బాగా తెలిసింది, లైక్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫికల్టీస్ దే ఆర్ ఫేసింగ్, వాళ్ళ సిస్టర్ కి ఎలాంటి ఇబ్బందులు ఉన్నాయి,
ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇష్యూస్ అలాగా. అయితే ఇక్కడ నీకు ఫ్రమ్ ద కోర్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇన్ మూన్ నైట్. ఎపిసోడ్ 1 నుంచి ఎపిసోడ్ 6 వరకు యు ఆర్ విత్ హిమ్. కానీ లైక్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఫిలిమ్స్, యు ఆర్ విత్ ద ఇష్యూ అండ్ యూ విల్ వెయిట్ when does the heroes will like save earth or solve that issue. Like you are with that issue only. నీకు నువ్వు ఆ ఇష్యూతో ఉన్నావు, ఇట్ నీడ్స్ టు బి సాల్వ్డ్. కానీ ఇక్కడ అలా కాదు, యు ఆర్ విత్ ద క్యారెక్టర్. లైక్ ఇఫ్ మూన్ నైట్ కిల్స్ సమ్వన్, you are okay with it. If Moon Knight saves someone, you are okay with it. Like you don't care with the bigger picture. Adanamata. Aithe if Moon Knight gets into the like main MCU main films, you won't get any of that. I think if they are playing him into a film, not a solo film, 99% they don't go for a solo film, I think so. Endukante
neither do
like
I too.
They'll so they'll merge him with some other actors, mostly Midnight Suns, I think so. అయితే లైక్ బ్లేడ్ అలాగా. అయితే appudu you won't get his story. I think you will like if they continue directly right from here, they'll continue to a movie. We'll see only Jake Lockley mostly.
Yeah, I don't think so, because సిచ్యువేషన్ ఏంటంటే యాజ్ ద హోల్ సిరీస్ గురించి నేను మాట్లాడినప్పుడు ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఎంబీపీ అండ్ యూఎస్పీ ఆఫ్ ది షో ఇస్ స్టీవెన్ గ్రాంట్.
Steven
ఏమని
Grant, yeah.
అనుకోండి,
కానీ
స్టీవెన్ గ్రాంట్
like see
like let me
ఇప్పుడు
complete my point. Let me
okay,
complete my point so you can. The thing is, Steven Grant మనకి స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి ఎప్పుడైతే లైక్ దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ క్యారెక్టర్ విచ్ ఇస్ సో డిఫరెంట్ దట్ ఇప్పటివరకు మనము చూసిన ఎంసీయూ క్యారెక్టర్స్ లో ఇలాంటి సిమిలారిటీ ఉన్న క్యారెక్టర్ లేదు. అండ్ దట్ వన్ ఒక లైక్ బ్రిటిష్ ఇంగ్లీష్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఒకటి, యాజ్ దే ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ ఇట్, బ్రిటిష్ యాక్సెంట్ అండ్ ఆల్, అదొకటి. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ guy who doesn't have his shit together, అదొకటి. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అ పర్సనాలిటీ. చాలా వరకు ఇప్పుడు లెట్ జస్ట్ సే ఐ రెడ్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద కామిక్స్, ఐ డెంట్ రీడ్ మెనీ ఆఫ్ ద కామిక్స్ బికాస్ ఆల్ ఓవర్ ద ప్లేస్ ఆల్ ఓవర్ ద ప్లేస్ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. మూన్ నైట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దాట్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ క్యారెక్టర్ టు బీ హ్యావింగ్ a good character what do you say story for in the comics actually. So but the thing is వీళ్ళు ఏం చేశారంటే ఈ స్టోరీ కోసం they took all those stories and merged, took the good parts and put it in a story and had a good what do you say a narrative around it. అది చేయడం వల్ల we got to know some of the best compelling characters right from the first episode of this show anamata. Even in the broad MCU also we have many different characters, but this is one such character which is far different than we witnessed before in MCU, in my opinion.
MCU.
That and also this is one show that it doesn't give two shits about the whole universe of the MCU right now.
MCU, what the hell is happening?
Oka ancestral plane ane oka padam vaadaru dappa, just they used one word as an ancestral plane, but the entire history, entire mythology, entire story doesn't depend on any other Marvel product or Marvel universe film or story etc.
Yeah,
and
I think
also
blip nu kuda vallu introduce asla notice cheyaledu kada.
Nothing actually.
Yeah.
that is
I
what
saw
loved.
some Easter eggs. నేను ఒకటి రెండు Easter eggs చూసాను, but still they don't
Those are Easter eggs, man, because like let's just say Morbius la kuda like they used some of those Spider-Man references in the trailer, but they like did that seriously affect the story at all? No. Like did that told us that this is entirely in such universe? Not like that, no. The thing is even the Easter eggs they used, they had a very clever way to what do you say immerse us audience into the show. Like they used QR codes to scan to us to scan, and we got to know there are some what you say successful comics of Moon Knight alanti chinnavi. And also like even manaki every episode it felt like perfect, and it had a breakneck pace of an edit. And also this is the one show I thought, yeah man, this is a 6-hour show that can be a trilogy on its own, like 2 hours if you cut these like two episodes,
100%
you can get a
100%
single film from every 2 episodes. The first two movie episodes are a movie, and the second 2 is a movie, and the third 2 is a movie alone, and actually, and it felt like that. It had a good starting and a good beginning and an end for every episode, and it had enough what you say compelling content in it that made us to watch that made us to wait an entire week very eagerly. It's not a what do you say it's
it's not a simple
ఇది కొత్తగా కాదు మార్వెల్ కి అట్లా అని చెప్పేసి like this is one of those best shows that had like we have to watch it because this is what February May 4th right now. It's ఇంకో 2 days లో డాక్టర్ స్ట్రేంజ్ ఉంది. డాక్టర్ స్ట్రేంజ్ కున్న హైప్ మామూలుది కాదు. అది ఉన్నా కానీ I was so what do you say eager to watch this, because to be honest I have to tell this because I have no expectations on Doctor Strange or Thor 4 or Black Panther 2 or any other shows that will be coming from MCU in this year. My only anticipated show is Moon Knight, because it's a new character. It had nothing, to be honest. If you go into the history of the comics also, it had nothing has that what is a strong foundation to it, so they have to build it from scratch, to be honest. And this is one of those what is a compelling characters that they are dealing with a certain mental illness, like the dissociative identity disorder. And they have a great actor as a lead, they have a great actor as a antagonist. And this I was rooting for this show even when they when they announced it in D23 ఎప్పుడు అనౌన్స్ చేశారు. బట్ ద థింగ్ ఈస్ I had నీకు చాలాసార్లు చెప్పాను కదా సార్, I don't have any expectations on any other Marvel films because they gave us so much. చాలా ఇచ్చేసాయి. If you expect anything from them, it is seriously selfish for us, because we got a lot of we got a lot of content, we got a lot of memories from those Marvel films. From now on, if they're doing, we just have to like, yeah, this is what you say. I'm very grateful for this content, even if it's bad. I'm very grateful. I had a great amount of memories.
See,
yeah, please continue.
ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి అంటే, సి లైక్ ఐ కెన్ టాక్ అబౌట్ 3 moments in Marvel MCU history for ఇంట్రా అన్ని యాడ్ అవుతున్నాయి. నేను ఫస్ట్ 2-3 వర్డ్ అయితే, మూమెంట్ నెంబర్ 1 ఏంటంటే ఇన్ఫినిటీ వార్ స్నాప్, తర్వాత మూమెంట్ నెంబర్ 2 ఏంటంటే అవెంజర్స్ అసెంబుల్, మూమెంట్ నెంబర్ 3 ఏంటంటే ఐరన్ మ్యాన్ డెత్, మూమెంట్ నెంబర్ 4 ఏంటంటే స్పైడర్ మ్యాన్ ముగ్గురుది. అయితే హౌ ఐ షేడ్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఐ వెంట్ ఆన్ లైక్ ఫస్ట్ డే, లైక్ 90% స్పాయిలర్స్, ఐ హావ్ నాట్ చెక్డ్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ దమ్. లైక్ కొన్ని తగిలినా కానీ జస్ట్ స్వైప్డ్ లెఫ్ట్. లైక్ ఐ నో
మరి డాక్టర్ స్ట్రేంజ్ 2 days నుంచి నువ్వు నాకు చూపిస్తున్న నరకం.
No. I just saw only one photo and it's nothing, like నాకు తెలిసినంతవరకు. I'm not saying anything. I don't think that will impact any like it will impact small part of Doctor Strange, but I don't think that's an important setup.
For context, we are talking about the leaks of Doctor Strange 2 that came like 3 days ago. Accidentally Sai Krishna దాన్ని చూడడం జరిగింది. అప్పటి నుంచి నన్ను లైక్ చూపిస్తా చెప్పేస్తా అని చెప్పేసి he's threatening me and I am threatening him to kill him.
See, నా బ్రో, అయితే ఇన్ఫినిటీ వార్ స్నాప్ అప్పుడు మ్యాన్ లైక్ ఐ క్రైడ్ ఎ లాట్. వన్ బై వన్ వెళ్ళిపోతుండే. ఎందుకని? దే హ్యాడ్ అమేజింగ్ క్యారెక్టర్ డెవలప్మెంట్. దే హ్యాడ్ 20 films టు గెట్ us త్రూ the theaters to feel like mana valle mana like even the actors personal life also became so interesting because they were in those films. Like we enjoyed, we cared about those characters. And tarvata హల్క్ స్నాప్ మళ్ళీ ఏదో స్నాప్ ని రివర్ట్ చేశారు. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ అసెంబుల్ షార్ట్ వచ్చినప్పుడు రియల్లీ చెప్తున్నా కదా, ఎవరైనా సరే రియల్లీ హార్ట్ వీక్ పేషెంట్స్ ఉంటే టప్ అయిపోయేవాళ్ళరా, ఈజీగా అయిపోతారు అనమాట. పోవటం ఇంకా లైక్
నాకు అసెంబుల్ సీన్ లీక్ చేసాను వాడొకడు.
నేను చూడలేదు అసెంబుల్ సీన్, బట్ ఐ సా వన్ షాట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎండ్ గేమ్ బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ ఫర్ ద రిలీజ్. క్యాప్టెన్ అమెరికా హ్యామర్ హోల్డ్ చేయటం నేను ఎంత బాధపడ్డానంటే తర్వాత ఆ షాట్ చూసిన తర్వాత. కానీ బట్ స్టిల్ ఇట్ లెసన్డ్ ద అమేజ్మెంట్ టు మీ, అమ్యూజ్మెంట్ ఇన్ ద ఫిలిం. కానీ బట్ స్టిల్ ఐ ఎంజాయ్డ్ దట్ షాట్ యాజ్ వెల్. కానీ లైక్ you know where I'm going this, like we were with those characters for a long time. They were deeply rooted. Like there is barely some recasting, there is barely some retelling the same story again. Like Hulk తో అయింది, కానీ మిగతా ప్లస్ వార్ మెషిన్ క్యారెక్టర్ తో అయింది. బట్ లైక్ ఇట్స్ ద సేమ్ స్టోరీ. ఇట్స్ బీన్ పాసింగ్ ఆన్ సిన్స్ 2009. So like they gave us so much data to feed into our brains. Why the hell can we expect more from them, right? Like they don't even need to introduce some new characters or anything. They can just reshuffle however they want. Like existing characters so 10-15 ఏళ్ళు ఎంజాయ్ చేయొచ్చు ఈజీగా.
That is because they did actually because like even for Iron Man also they took like what 11 years of the story they did. The thing is, this is that such a character is that మనకి this is a very new character. ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం మార్వెల్లో ఇప్పటి వరకు we didn't know anything about let's just say Stephen Grant or Mark Spector or spoilers already చెప్పేసాం కాబట్టి Jake Lockley and Dr. Harrow or his their wife Leila Elfuli. The thing is,
కంటిన్యూ ఇంకొకటి తగిలిందిలే కంటిన్యూ
2022 is such an year from Marvel is that for 2021 is such an year like the existing character got their what do you say TV shows like Wanda or WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki, and
What If
Hawkeye. What If is also one of the biggest that like existing character stories. Even only two new stories we got like Shang-Chi and Eternals. We in the movies also we got Black Widow and Spider-Man. This is what do you say year that the movies are sequels of every other like their franchises, but the shows which are being released this year are the new stories. There are upcoming heroes like now Moon Knight, then it goes to Miss Marvel, then it She-Hulk, maybe Secret Invasion. We don't know about that. The thing is, they have a lot of
మూన్ నైట్ వెళ్తుందా?
Moon Knight is a new show. Then it comes like Miss Marvel new show.
తర్వాత ఏమొస్తాయి అని చెప్తాను.
She-Hulk new show. She-Hulk కూడా new show నే కదా. The thing is for them like the first batch of the TV shows they did were already somewhat established characters. We know what they did. We know what kind of part they took in big films or what in the whole story or something like that, but we don't know anything about Moon Knight. I have to appreciate the first episode that was done. It was like the editing was perfect. The way of they shown the DID, dissociative identity disorder, as they didn't show it like a issue. They used it as a tool to tell the story in a compelling manner. That said, they didn't insult that kind of disorder or something like that. They didn't make any fun of that character. They used that kind of that tool as to confuse the audience, because we can see that the lead actor Steven also is confusing like what is happening with me right now. So that when you see the recap or the next second character which came in the second episode, we got to know that this is one issue, and this is a issue that Mark Spector is fighting. In this issue, Stephen Grant, who knows anything, who doesn't know anything, he fell into this circus, right? He messed up. And also this they just took 2 episodes of this 2 characters and also a whole first act of the story, which is very strong start for a TV show for just 6 episodes. First episode they told us a lot amount of story. They introduced the characters, they introduced their motivations, they already have their character development, character depth ki like depth already create chesaru. It is already developed, and also we can see what kind of arc they will have in the future also in the first 2 episodes itself. And the second act, like that is 3 and 4, that is one such episodes that are more of a Indiana Jones globe-trotting or archaeological department or that kind of story. In that scenario, what kind of nobody like Stephen Grant, who is only expert in this Egyptology or these kind of archaeology, can can fit in, and also what kind of help can he do, and also what kind of trouble he can cause. ఎందుకంటే మన థర్డ్ ఎపిసోడ్ లో చూసినప్పుడు when Mark was trying to hit this guy, కానీ కొడుతుంటే like Steven was trying to interrupting him, because this and also the way they shown this interruption also is very interesting, because a guy with DID is trying to accomplish something which is very important, right? But the second personality which is coming onto the stage is what you say, objecting it. I'm very sorry I didn't watch
We'll
the
have
split.
friend and he doesn't know what's happening and everything. So like
Yeah.
he doesn't know the core issue that Mark is having.
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't watch Split or Glass. Like they are, what do you say? They have 23 multiple
I didn't.
personalities or something like that. I don't know about
I
that. This is my. We have Anniyan or Aparichutudu for Telugu and Indian audiences. Like what we have, what we know as multiple personality disorder. But we didn't go this much amount of depth. We have depth. We did, but this is, we went a different way. As an Indian audience, we went a totally different way. This is a totally different way, so that we could connect, like, okay, this can happen, because we have a, what do you say, we have an experience from Aparichutudu, so that this is a kind of similarity we already
like,
faced, and we know what will be the what do you say, conditions of the show. But the thing is, they went above and beyond to distinguish Stephen Grant and Mark Spector, so that we have enough fun. ఇలాంటి సీన్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా ఇట్ కెన్ జస్ట్ ఈజీలీ గో రాంగ్. అలాంటి సిచ్యుయేషన్స్లో కూడా దే టుక్ వెరీ గుడ్ కేర్ టు షో us that it is very different, and also each character has its own merits and demerits, and each character gets a character arc and character development at the end of the story. And అలా చేస్తూ మధ్యలో దే in the middle they also sprinkle some mysteries and what's going to happen in the second episode. We don't even know, because every episode ends in a way so such that we have to know, because every episode like lasts like 50 minutes or something like that, but every episode has its own story and also gives a certain good clear hint that we are going to go somewhere else. But it also, what you say, grips us like this is a very different show. We feel like this is a very different show for each and every episode, because like fourth episode around fourth episode వచ్చిన తర్వాత అందరికి మైండ్ పోయి ఉంటుంది. ఫోర్త్ అండ్ ఫిఫ్త్ ఎపిసోడ్ అయితే టోటల్ గా మైండ్ పోయి ఉంటుంది. Sixth episode is like sixth episode is a finale, so that they took what do you say, a free route, easy route I should say, but they already
అన్ని ఎపిసోడ్స్ నుంచి small pieces అన్నిటంటే they have to justify everything, right?
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
took that route.
But it's a very good ending for this kind of story. It's a very good ending. They what do you say, tied all the ends, and they gave enough for us to, what do you say, what can we expect for the future, as every Marvel show or TV or film does.
It's
right?
Not a huge cliffhanger, but it's just a small insight that this is how Mark Spector / Stephen Grant / Jake Lockley's future might look like.
And that too, in the Jake Lockley situation, they were hinting us from the very first episode itself, like who asks that
as you said, people who like no చెప్పావు కదా, ఈ Moon Knight comics are not that very popular with users as compared to all these big character comics. So like I'm not sure, like audience ఎవరైతే Moon Knight చూసారో, they don't know who is that third personality, the name and everything.
Definitely not. The thing is like what I wanted to tell is they had every mystery from the very first episode itself. We know as some of those people know that there are three personalities.
Fish scene okati.
Yeah. And
date kuda, it's not Mark or it's not Steven.
అదే చెప్పబోతున్నా నేను. This is like maybe Jake flirted with her and asked her for a date. We didn't know that. Even Steven didn't know that. Mark wouldn't do that because he's already married, and he's totally, what do you say, he's out of his way to, what do you say, go away from Layla because she's in danger, right? He wouldn't do that. And the very first episode, we know that something is happening, but we thought like, okay, Mark might have done it. but when the
Mark
second
my
episode
term,
hit, we got to know,
when they
okay,
showed
okay,
Layla, it's not him.
yeah,
Yeah, like
that's kind
drop,
of
heavy drop చేశారు కానీ man, like I have to give credit to both Maya Kalamavi and Oscar Isaac on their split personal, like single shot personalities. Like వాళ్ళు అంటే ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ నుంచి ఇంకో క్యారెక్టర్ లోకి స్విచ్చింగ్
దండమరా దూత,
చూసావా, అది
దండం
కూడా
వద్దు.
ఆన్ ఏ లైక్ కట్ లేదు, షార్ట్, ఇట్స్ సింగిల్ షాట్, లైక్ డైరెక్ట్ షాట్. అది యూజువల్ గా యాక్టర్స్ ఎవరైనా సరే లైక్ దే టేక్ సమ్ టైమ్ టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద క్యారెక్టర్, లైక్ 1 minute or 2 minutes, like they'll have to get there emotionally, and they can't change their character on the way. Like if they want to go for another personality, like multiple personality చేసినా కానీ లైక్ సేమ్ పర్సన్ లో ఇద్దరున్నారు అలా చేసినా, they'll have a cut and they'll change the the all expressions and everything, and they'll come back to the camera and they'll do it, and they'll do some editing or something. Like even Aparichutudu lo kuda undi similar scene, like single screen lo
Climax lo
multiple personalities.
అవును.
కానీ నాకు ఆస్కార్ ఐజాక్ ది అమేజింగ్ అనిపించింది. కానీ ఇవాళ ఫైనల్ ఎపిసోడ్ లో నేను మాయకాలం అవి చూశాను. ఓ మై గాడ్, టార్వెట్ లైలా ఇద్దరిది కమ్యూనికేషన్, అది కూడా ప్లస్ డార్క్ థీమ్ అనమాట. సైడ్ అంతా వాల్స్ పైనుంచి కొంచెం డస్ట్ పడతా, ఇట్స్ ఇన్ ద బ్రింక్ ఆఫ్ లైక్ కొలాప్స్, అండ్ వెనకాల మళ్ళీ హారో చేసింగ్ ఉంది. ఇవన్నిటి మధ్యలో కూడా ఎందుకులే కానీ అసలు తావెట్టేమో ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ అనమాట. చిన్న పిల్లలాగా తన వాయిస్ అవన్నీ కూడా ఎంత కిడ్ లెక్క ఉంటుంది, ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ అనమాట. అని అంటది.
The thing is, this is a show of lot of visual effects, like WandaVision lo, like they used a lot of visual effects.
We didn't notice here.
Definitely not. Some of maybe like some of the suit
but best thing about visual effects ఏంటంటే, దాన్ని నోటీస్ చేశారు అని అంటే there is some flaw in the visual effects. దాన్ని నోటీస్ చేయలేదంటే it just blends with the reality. అది పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం అన్నమాట. ఏమైనా మిస్టేక్ చేశారంటే he did a VFX mistake అని అంటారు. మిస్టేక్ చేయలేదంటే nobody cares.
The thing is, for mistakes like that, because the budget of a show is, let's just say $200 million for 6 episodes. ఒక్క సినిమాకి నువ్వు let's just say 2 hour show కి నువ్వు 2 hour film కి నువ్వు 200 million పెడుతున్నప్పుడు, we are having a 6 hour show.
4 hour
6 hour, let's just say 4.5 hours 4.5 hour show అనుకో. And for that 4.5 hour show, you are having a budget of $200 million. That is way less, obviously. In that too, they had what phenomenal VFX. I never thought what you say Khonshu is what is a VFX model for that.
నాకు కాన్షు కంటే నాకు బాగా నచ్చింది తార్వెడ్డిను. కూడా అంత సూపర్ గా లేదు, కానీ అమిత్ది మాత్రం డ్యూడ్.
Amit చాలా బాగుంది. Amit was kick ass. Amit was kick ass. For me, Tavaret also, because Tavaret is a hippo in the very first like episode 4 ending lo when she comes, right? The only thing I could remember is that this ear movement that was phenomenal. I never thought like, oh okay, hippos can do that.
కాన్షు విఎఫ్ఎక్స్ లో హెడ్ కి బాడీ కి మధ్యలో
గ్యాప్ ఉంటది, అండ్ ఆల్సో
నోటీస్ చేసా
హెయిర్ ఉంటది. హెయిర్ హ్యాపెన్స్, అండ్
హెయిర్ అంటే అది కనెక్షన్ కాదు, అది
I know
హెడ్ నుంచి హెయిర్, కానీ డిసీజ్డ్ బాడీ. కూడా ఆ డీటెయిల్ ని కూడా సూపర్లీ ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్. మ్యాన్ సిజీ ఇస్ గుడ్, కానీ నాకు మూన్ నైట్ సూట్ ఒకటే కొంచెం అక్కడక్కడ లైక్ స్మూత్ అనిపించింది. అంటే ఇట్స్ నాట్ డీటెయిల్డ్,
because
బట్ స్టిల్ ఐ డోంట్ కేర్.
కానీ ఇట్స్ a very detailed suit.
ఇంకోటి మూన్ నైట్ యాక్షన్ ఫిలిం లో 100% మూన్ నైట్ యాక్షన్ ఉంటే, యాజ్ కంపేర్ టు మూన్ నైట్ యాక్షన్, మిస్టర్ నైట్ యాక్షన్ ఓన్లీ 10 to 20% ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఐ రియలీ లైక్ మిస్టర్ నైట్ యాక్షన్ మూన్ నైట్ యాక్షన్. వాటిని స్టిక్స్ అంటారన్నమాట, అసలు కుమ్మేసాడు అనమాట క్లైమాక్స్ లో, హ్యాండ్ కాంబాట్ షాట్స్.
The whole fight sequences in the last episode. The thing is, for me actually, because This is the 20. Sorry, this is the 30. I think this is 33, 34.
34. Yeah.
34 అనుకుందాం, let's just say. The thing is, వీళ్ళు 34 projects చేసిన తర్వాత at certain point of time, as we started these films as like superhero films, action packed films, what we expect from these kind of films, అదనేది ఆ చేంజ్ అనేది కంపల్సరీ వచ్చినాయి in my opinion, because this is such a universe that at first they, what do you say, even before they started from with the Iron Man also, they have a good grip on character strength, character development, and the entire character arc of any superhero, and they concentrated much on characters, so that when you introduce a new character like Mark Spector or like Moon Knight, let's just say, they obviously go for the character part right now, because some may, what you say, complain that there is a small portion of action in Moon Knight, but I disagree actually, because ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ if you don't know what is Mark Spector or what is Steven and what are their struggles in the story, you don't have that feel, even if they have like a big CGI battle in the end. Obviously every show has that in a Marvel show, but that what you say, the weight of that fight sequences will come with the story and the characters which they tell very beautifully, in my opinion.
Yeah. See, like when it comes to a TV show, it was not always about action, as you said, and a TV show exists because to explain drama. Like action TV shows unna gani dantlo, if you check the action is to drama ratio, drama will be always high.
Yeah.
In between.
Yeah.
So like that's an execution which everyone will prefer when they want a character development. Like they can't, weave both of them parallelly. Like it's a difficult task to do, and it doesn't cater to like all genres. Like drama is something everyone will be okay with. Like everyone needs like some story development or something to connect with, and action is not something that will help them to connect with. So yeah, like Eternals chala prove chestundi. Like we were in connection with all the characters, with all the emotions, and what Eternals lacked, action.
Like, technically
action,
but and also to be
honest,
honest,
action scenes punchy unnayi, but still like if you compare the duration, like naku mainly I mean like what are those people?
Makari versus
పేర్లు మర్చిపోయారు. Makari
Icarus
versus,
అయితే అది సాలిడ్ గోల్డ్.
యా
సాలిడ్ గోల్డ్.
సాలిడ్ గోల్డ్ అసలు కాదు. Makari is the only speedster that was on cinemas and everywhere who got less screen time. కానీ మనం ఫ్లాష్ ఆర్ క్విక్ సిల్వర్ in MCU version or in Fox version, we were more connected with Makari, and even like Durig and Makari relationship coda, like they didn't explore it much, but were the outstanding couple. Like we thought that maybe rather than exploring Cersei and Icarus, they should have gone for Durig and Makari, because like they అక్కడ ఒక్క డైలాగ్ కూడా ఉండదు వాళ్ళిద్దరి కమ్యూనికేషన్ లో. జస్ట్ దేర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్, దే విల్ టెల్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్.
And also
Icarus versus
and also these kind of storytelling from Marvel right now is so unique, like that, like but when we talk about the unique storytelling that maybe started from Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess, from James Gunn, and but it really proved, I think, from Thor Ragnarok, when Taika Waititi came to the picture. It totally changed the whole the scenario of Marvel Studios. And right now think let me complete this one. The thing is, I think from Thor Ragnarok, where they introduce new directors, new filmmakers, new storytellers, they are giving that much amount of freedom when they didn't give that much amount of freedom in the past. Now they are giving that much amount of freedom to the directors or filmmakers, so that the directors and the filmmakers are what do you say, giving that flavor, the unique flavor to each property. As the reviews of Doctor Strange are coming right now, everybody is saying this is an out and out horror flick from Sam Raimi in a Marvel film.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
this
Just
repeated with
ఇప్పుడే ఒక
Eternals
10
also.
minutes ago, yeah, this is with like Shang-Chi also comes under this, but I don't consider Shang-Chi as a, like unique.
I
but
consider
still,
it because it has the total
it's a
Asian
very
flavor,
good
right?
film.
Asian flavor chala
Like that like, కానీ నీకు actually like what is uniqueness, right? Like if you repeat the same flavor again and again, they'll say boring and there is no uniqueness. Like Iron Man, నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు Iron Man 1 ఒక్కటే రిలీజ్ అయింది, you have no other releases from MCU and you don't know nothing about MCU. Like nobody knows when Iron Man 1 came and you thought it's unique, right?
Yeah.
And when they released one by one films and they all followed some kind of similar flavor to explain a connected story, appudu we considered all of that as a plain generic style. So I think ikkada main problem ఏంటంటే criticism. Like Marvel doesn't take criticism lightly. Like they don't just brush off everything. Even అదే అన్నమాట, they want to prove that we can do better, we can explore everything. And నువ్వు చెప్పిన యూనిక్నెస్ ఏంటంటే, నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక షార్ట్ చూసాను డాక్టర్ స్ట్రేంజ్ నుంచి. ఇట్స్ ఎ లీక్డ్ షార్ట్. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ స్పాయిలర్. దేర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్, దట్స్ యాక్చువల్లీ 5-second షార్ట్. నేను చెప్తాను ఆ షార్ట్. It will explain the film really.
For me and you, it may not be a spoiler, but some people who may watch this,
it's not a spoiler for no one.
Is it in the trailers? Is it in the trailers?
No.
Then don't tell it.
Okay. I'll explain the scene, but I don't tell you the scene. Okay. Like not in a direct way, I'll explain in direct way. Like akkada execution untadi, you will get Evil Dead vibes 100% ఆ scene లో. తర్వాత ఆ scene ని ఎలాగ చూపిస్తారంటే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ డెప్త్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తారంట ఆ షార్ట్ లో. డెప్త్ మెయింటైన్ చేసి ఓకే వీఆర్ గివింగ్ యూ అండ్ లైక్ ఇంటర్ డైమెన్షనల్ షార్ట్ అని చెప్తారు. ఎందుకంటే లైక్ బ్యాక్ సైడ్ దెర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్, బట్ ఫ్రంట్ సైడ్ యూ సీ సంథింగ్ కమింగ్ అని చూపిస్తారు. తర్వాత ఐస్ కానీ లైక్ ద ఫార్మేషన్స్ కానీ అవన్నీ కూడా లైక్ ఇట్స్ గోరీ యాస్ హెల్. లైక్ ఆ ఒక్క షార్ట్ చాలన్నమాట, యూ కెన్ గివ్ ఏ రేటింగ్ ఆర్ లైక్ ఆర్ రేటెడ్ ట్యాగ్ వేయటానికి. But still, that one shot doesn't enough. Kani, like that is how Doctor Strange is. Like it blew my mind. Like when I saw that, man, like this is what Sam Raimi is. And as you said, like they gave a lot of freedom to directors right now. Like before they didn't. Like అందుకనే Patty Jenkins కూడా Thor 2 నుంచి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. I mean all those issues.
And this brings back to like the Moon Knight directors, Mohammad Diab and the director Aaron Moonhead, and I don't want to misspell like వాళ్ళ పేర్లు తప్పు చెప్పాలని కాదు. And those guys did a very great work, to be honest, because this is a story of a guy having dissociative identity disorder, let's just say multiple personalities, and the way they film these multiple personalities is so easy to watch, not easy to make, easy to watch. When you watch Oscar Isaac when playing Stephen Grant, you don't even get that essence of Mark Spector in that performance, right? And also when he plays Mark Spector also, you don't get that much that flavor of Stephen Grant. And the transition of these characters into one another is also very subtle and also effective, in my opinion, because that is the most important part of the story. Because if that doesn't work, the whole story will not work, in my opinion. Because even like you have a compelling villain, you have a compelling story or something like that, but the lead's most important characterization will be the multiple personalities. I think the directors made a great effort, and they have a huge talent. Obviously, we know Mohammad Diab is a very great talent, and these two duo of the directors are also kicking ass, in my opinion. And this actually is this is seriously an example, as we were talking about, that MCU is giving a lot of what do you say, freedom for the directors.
Freedom
Maybe,
for the directors.
it will have an asterisk, in my opinion, because no matter what kind of film they make, it will always connect to the, what you say, bigger universe, bigger
Main.
story, main storyline.
Yeah.
So I think obviously we know that Kevin Feige ఒక border create చేస్తాడు. He creates a border, and yeah, this is your
They can play whatever they
playground,
want in between.
and you do anything you want. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll have some other idea like they did for Doctor Strange 2. We'll discuss it. Can you incorporate that idea in this, so that we will have, what do you say, that connection into the next movies? And I think that connection, that small changes also will be very minute, because it won't change the, what you say, biggest
Outcome.
total story, and total storyline, also
mm.
the narration of the story. And I think this is why, because Marvel is such a biggest production right now. This is one of
Yeah.
the reasons, I guess.
Until Endgame ఎలా ఉండేది అని అంటే, like Kevin Feige draws a lot of borders. Like he doesn't go for a starting and ending kind of border for a director. He will go for a lot of borders, because you saw, like, from film to film there is a lot of links. Like there is a lot of throwbacks, Easter eggs, like film to film. Like you will enjoy them, like, but you have to watch every film. So అలా ఉండేది. కానీ like if you can see the execution right now, like directors are kicking the ass of story. Like they are enjoying it, I think. ఎందుకంటే before, Kevin Feige focus is on Infinity Saga, so every character development and everything needs to come to there, so he have something. But now I think he's going for something like parallel kind of issues. Like example, having multiple small villains, like example of 5 films కలిసి ఒక విలన్ ఉంటాడు, ప్యారల్ ఇంకొక 5 films కి ఇంకొక విలన్ ఉంటాడు. అలాగా ఒక certain period of time లో, like they won't have a single big bad as Thanos. Like
Yeah,
they'll have sub villains, and that will lead to something bigger. అలాగా స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్, అంటే స్టెప్ కంక్లూషన్స్ చేస్తే ఏంటంటే హీ కెన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ లెస్ బౌండరీస్. అండ్ అనదర్ థింగ్ ఇస్ దట్ ముందు వరకు ఏమో లైక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ లైక్ ద స్టోరీ మీద ఫోకస్ ఉండేది. ఇప్పుడు రైటర్స్ ఆర్ కమింగ్ ఇన్ టు ద లైమ్ లైట్. మైకెల్ వాల్రాన్ అంటే చూడు, యా, హీ సింప్లీ wrote this thing, and the
Loki రాశాడు ఇప్పుడు. No, WandaVision was wrote by Jack Schaefer. Loki was wrote by Mike Waldron. He also wrote Doctor Strange
2. And like ఎందుకంటే like he knows how to execute. Like he did execute it, like how to explain the multiverse and explain the variants and everything. So they simply said, buddy, you are expert in this, so come and write Doctor Strange 2, why not? And director and they all come together and work with the story, shaping it off like however they want. So ఈ execution లో biggest plus ఏంటంటే Kevin Feige can relieve off his pressures. Like he can simply rely on the writers themselves rather than
and
simply,
also
like focusing.
And also, do you think, like if you, what you say, notice these shows and the new films which are coming, like Eternals or Shang-Chi, or the new films like WandaVision, new shows like WandaVision, Falcon, ivannu unna gani, new producers, instead of just it's produced by Kevin Feige, and whenever we watch it, we see Kevin Feige's name, but new producer's name, like Nate Moore gani, and what do you say, Brian Waldron, something, I forgot his name.
Got it.
These are the new producers which are coming, because when they, what do you say, expanded this storytelling into these TV shows also, obviously Kevin Feige can't handle all these things, but he is in a space that he creates a team of producers, so that they will have a uniform way of thinking and
Yeah.
enough knowledge or storytelling.
Usually, like I think two kinds of producers under executive producer and
Yeah.
main producer. Producer will give the money, executive producers will handle how it
Yeah.
is being
Yeah, yeah.
spent and how it is being executed. So I think like he can simply throw some money at them and they can handle everything, and he can have the creative control along with the executive producers and everything on how it can be done. I think like man, he's almost, I think, ఎంత age Kevin Feige? 60 cross, huh?
48.
No. Kevin Feige is not 48.
1 minute. I'll share
100%
the
he's not.
screen.
Kevin Feige is not 48. Oh, okay, 48. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
He has a lot, but the thing is, I don't.
lot of things. Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think he will be like at Marvel for next 10 years. He'll move on. Obviously, because
No, he won't.
he'll
But-
move on, man. I'll guarantee. Because
see, you can't find him that kind of person. It's very hard. See, ఇప్పుడు డిస్కవరీ గీక్ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. మాకు ఎక్కడ దొరుకుతాడు వెరీ గుడ్ బిజినెస్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్. అలాంగ్ విత్ దట్ హీ నీడ్స్ టు బి ఏ బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ DC కామిక్స్. వేర్ యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ దెమ్? లైక్ యూ కాంట్ ఫైండ్ దెమ్, దే హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ యూ కదా.
maybe.
Like Kevin Feige is someone like that. Like he has a gist. Like he is an assistant producer for Spider-Man films.
Yeah. No, not
For
even
some-
that. He was just he went on this work for like 30 days or something like that. So in the production department, that's it. He just got the credit, but he learned the work then. But
No,
he
కాదు,
he
స్పైడర్ మ్యాన్
perfected it.
1 కి స్మాలర్ రోల్ అనుకుంటా, చాలా స్మాలర్ రోల్ 1 కి. కానీ 2 కి తనకి ప్రమోషన్స్
maybe.
అవన్నీ మెయింటైన్ చేశారు 2 కి.
Yeah, maybe.
ఏది రేమీ వర్షన్ కి అన్నమాట.
Yeah.
రేమీ ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చెప్పాడు, జస్ట్ బికాస్ ఐ వాస్ గుడ్ టు హిమ్ హీ ట్రీటెడ్ మీ వెరీ
Yeah,
గుడ్.
yeah.
తర్వాత క్రియేటివ్ టీమ్ దగ్గర
Yeah, I saw the interview.
man, see, like
But we have to come back to
and
Moon Knight, man. This is
Moon
this is
Knight,
the day of Moon Knight,
yeah.
because
See,
we can
the
celebrate
problem
Marvel
which
every time.
we both have which we both have right now is that this is the first time I think we are clearly speaking about Marvel. Like in our
Yeah.
past episodes we are
Oh
we
my
have not.
God.
So that's the reason why we are speaking like this. Okay.
The thing is, we will
And,
but Doctor Strange, when it releases, will have enough material.
no. If
So much
Doctor Strange
material.
comes, we won't have much to speak about Marvel, because like that film is a topic itself. I can
Yeah,
tell you.
but this is a topic of itself. But we are still. What do you
Moon
say?
Knight, yeah.
Yeah. But what do you think of
Wait,
this? The new Jake
చెప్పు.
Lockley's character. Jake Lockley.
I don't think. See, first of all, Jake Lockley, a director, villain, or very really bad guy type lo kadu. He is an like a rule kind of brutal guy. Like if he wants to get something executed, he will take no chances. Example, ఈ ఫినాలేలో హారోని తీసుకొచ్చేటప్పుడు, సారీ, మిడ్ క్రెడిట్ సీన్ లో హారోని తీసుకొచ్చేటప్పుడు he have killed some nurses as well there, and they didn't do anything bad to him, but he killed them because he wanted to get Harrow out.
Yeah.
So ఈ execution లో Harrow is a bad person. He is not a bad person. I can say Harrow is not a bad person, but a twisted minded person. See, example, there is one scene I have to give credit. Like it's a crazy idea from Harrow. నీకు ఏ మూమెంట్ అంటే హారోకి అమిత్ ఆ స్టోన్ ఏముంటుందని
stone statue. Let's just say statue.
స్టాచ్యూని తీసుకోగానే ఒక గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పోలీస్ మెన్ని లైక్ హీ విల్ జడ్జ్ దెమ్. అయితే ఆ షాట్ లో ఇఫ్ యూ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ అమిత్ ఫేస్, సారీ, Harrow's face, he's not happy that he got Amit out. Like Amit stone తెచ్చుకున్న, he's not happy because he knows that his scales are not balanced and he's a bit worried. Tarvata when he got the like interaction with Amit, he begs Amit, like not begs, he simply says that my scales are not balanced, so you can judge me please. And when Amit like gives the opportunity to Harrow that you can be Amit's avatar, then also Harrow denies it. He will say that
Yeah.
there are a lot of balanced people to execute your work. And you can see the honesty, like he's some kind of honest villain. Like he doesn't have a bad intentions. He has a honest intentions.
For me, he is one of those most compelling characters in a story because he has enough empathy. He has enough conviction to what he's doing and what he thinks
Yeah,
he's doing is right,
yeah,
and he
he's
has
doing it
that
right.
willpower to do to complete what he wants to complete. And also at that
Yes.
situation, also in that particular time, also if we want to help someone in his mission, also he'll do that. Because when you look at the second episode with Stephen Grant and Harrow, there is I think he speaks with honesty that I think I can help you. There is what do you say, if in his own inhibitions, that when he thinks like, yeah, when Amit comes, we will have enough what do you say, goodness in the world, so that Stephen Grant may live in his inhibitions. And also when he tells the what do you say, maybe manipulative, but when he says that what do you say,
Baby's got a crime. Adana Ashotana.
no, not that. In the fourth episode, I guess. Yeah, when he tells Leila that his father was killed, it may considered as manipulative, but I think he was having.
No, it's not.
He just said, no, yeah, you are in pain, so I just want to relieve. Why? Because it's she should know the reason why her father was dead, right? So
Yeah.
that he
Yes.
gives us a reason. I think he has one goal. He wants to do that because he was tortured by Khonshu. Was thinking like, we know Khonshu is a huge stick, and we know what kind of lengths he will go to accomplish
Manipulative
his
person he is.
vengeance, what he calls as one vengeance. And he's traumatized by it. And when that kind of what do you say, length, when Khonshu goes, he just thinks, yeah man, we'll just maybe Amit's right. I'm doing a
Maybe
lot of
Amit
work.
is right.
I'm doing a lot of work, but it's going on going in vain. Maybe Amit's right. We should judge people before they do the crimes and something like that. In that way, also he just thinks, I am what you say. I am certain person that maybe before scaling, before judging them, I may have enough empathy for them, so that they will what you say, cross the fields or something like that. They'll call, like in the Egypt mythology, right? He has that he has that philosophy and ideology. And this is so fascinating because we didn't have that much amount of what you say, villain, let's just say antagonist, not villain in my opinion, because
Thanos.
after Thanos, maybe you just we didn't get that
See,
in
నాకు
Agatha.
ముగ్గురే తగిలారు. Like an intention that they want to execute it so hard, and they thought it is good. వాళ్ళు Ultron, I can say.
Yeah.
And
I agree totally.
Harrow.
And these are we see, but are those characters are perfectly what do you say,
okay, stick
pictured,
to their
portrait, like we see Carly
perfect.
Morgenthau on Falcon and Winter Soldier. She has very good what do you say, some compelling reasons why she's doing that. But is she was what do you say, executed that much well, so that we will remember her enough? Because
No.
kada that is a situation. But when you come to Dr. Harrow, you will remember her because it's a great performance by Ethan Hawke, and also the character in itself is a very good character, and it has that character arc. Because at the end of the finale, we don't think that he should die or something like that. It happens. But when he says, yeah, my skills are not balanced, I am ready to have the judgment, and there are many what do you say, disciples for you to what do you say, take as an avatar. But at that particular time, his character arc is completed in my opinion, because
Yes.
right, because the next is all what do you say, cheddar. We'll have that superhero what do you say, fight sequences, but in this finale is one of that, like I loved Loki also had some bad episodes, like third episode I didn't enjoy that much, but this show, because of this character, some part of this character really what do you say, elevated the storyline in my opinion.
Yes, completely. Like Moon Knight is something like కానీ నాకు kind of refreshing and kind of not నాకు లోపల ఎక్కడో like if I'm 99% satisfied, 1% of me is not satisfied is because when you expect a logo Marvel Studios, you want something to be connected.
yeah I agree,
Yeah,
but
that something to be connected. Kani like Shang-Chi did made a reference. Eternals did made a reference. Wonder Vision is a reference. Loki is also something. Hawkeye and this one as well. Kani, when it comes to Moon Knight, it's kind of an like unique side story. Like it's kind of an standalone series, and you have some reference kind of like మనకి బ్లాక్ ప్యాంథర్ లో ఓపెనింగ్ గాడ్ ఉంటది కదా, ఐ డోంట్ నో ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద గాడ్, లైక్ ప్యాంథర్ షేప్ లో ఉంటుంది, బ్లాక్ కలర్ లో
Ancestor
శాండ్
plane.
తో
Ancestor plane.
ఆన్సెస్టర్ ప్లేన్ అదే ఓపెనింగ్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసేటప్పుడు పైనుంచి ఒక రాక్ పడింది, అప్పుడు ఒక ప్యాంథర్ గాడ్ అని చూపిస్తారు. అయితే ఆ గాడ్ స్టాట్యూ దీంట్లో కూడా ఉంది.
Moon Knight. These are very very small Easter eggs, to be honest,
very
because
small. తర్వాత ఇంకొకటి లైలా సారీ స్టీవెన్ యొక్క రూమ్ ని సెర్చ్ చేస్తుంటే యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ 2 books. వన్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ న్యూ ఆస్గార్డ్ బుక్, ఇంకొక బుక్ ఏదో చూస్తావు, సంథింగ్ లైక్ వెరీ సింగిల్ ఫ్రేమ్. సో ఇలా ఉన్నాయి కానీ బట్ చెక్ చేయి, ఎపిసోడ్ 2 అనుకుంటా, లైక్ యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ లైక్ మార్క్ నువ్వు అన్ని బుక్స్ చదువుతావా అని అంటే ఒక 2 books ఉంటాయి అనమాట. అయితే ఇలాగ స్మాల్ రెఫరెన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి కానీ బట్ ద పర్సన్ ఇన్ మీ స్టిల్ వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ స్మాల్ క్యామియో, స్మాల్ వెరీ స్మాల్ క్యామియో ఆర్ ఏ స్మాల్ రెఫరెన్స్ ఫర్ ద బ్లిప్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్.
To be honest, for me, because we are in such a situation right now, because if you are making a film from a cinematic universe, like when situation comes, like when Far From Home also, like Mysterio is what is it, destroying London, or let's just say Spider-Man is destroying London, as the news suggested at that point of time. Where were the other heroes? That was the big question. Because like even it's not that what do you say, in the universe itself, the question is being asked. The general audience will ask why, because this is such a huge universe right now, because no studio or no other what do you say film franchise has made this much amount of story to what do you say connect each other, right? At this point of time, every film, every show will have that doubt, like where is, let's just say in Falcon and the Winter
that
Soldier
person అంతెందుకు ఇప్పుడు ద వింటర్ సోల్జర్ ఉంది, కెప్టెన్ అమెరికా వింటర్ సోల్జర్, షీల్డ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ డౌన్ అండ్ ఏ లాట్ ఆఫ్ హెలి క్యారియర్స్ ఆర్ టార్గెటింగ్ a lot of like unknown people, and చాలా మందిని టార్గెట్ చేస్తున్నాయి. Why only Black Widow and Captain America are the one in focus, like very Tony
exactly
Stark,
exactly. The thing is, these are the questions will arise, but in my opinion the show is made such a way the total universe doesn't even matter, right? If this total universe it doesn't even matter, then you don't even have you don't even have to what do you say introduce new the universe in itself, because if you put a cameo, I think it will ruin, I guess, because like you didn't even mention a small 100%. Thing from the beginning, and you just suddenly what do you say brought someone like, and you're showing that this includes in the universe right now. That doesn't mean that this does not what do you say include in this universe, but they didn't make that choice. and which is very refreshing in my opinion, right? Because obviously when Miss Marvel comes, it'll reference a huge what do you say part of MCU, because Captain Marvel, like one of the first Avengers, I guess, technically, but and also Hawkeye was, what do you say, the story is very later, but you'll get where is this guy, where is that guy, or something like
the
that.
story is not little. Hawkeye, I can say, like ఇన్ని ఫిల్మ్స్ లో హాకాయ్ అపేర్ అయ్యాడు. లైక్ he's on Avengers, Ultron, Infinity War, Civil War, Endgame. Sorry, not Infinity War, Endgame. Like we didn't connected more well with him, but Hawkeye series made that possible, and I got no expectations for Hawkeye before it was released. But when I saw the episode 1, man, like this is something
me,
that we have to wait and watch.
For me, it was episode 2 and episode 3, because the first episode was like it was for Haley Steinfeld's
Monologue.
character,
It's like a
Kate
monologue.
Bishop. Yeah, Kate Bishop. But I guess I thought like when the show clicked me, when these two guys having that much amount of pure chemistry, right?
Chemistry.
that really worked, and I began to love that show. The first episode didn't, but it in the what do you say, in the scale of storytelling, in the what do you say, the excellence of storytelling, it's not that far in my opinion. It's a good show. It's a good show, but it's not a great show.
If you see the Guardians of Galaxy, like you don't expect some cameos to fall in, because it's on like galaxy level. You don't like nobody will notice what is happening in galaxy. And if you like when it comes to Shield, I can be okay if Iron Man appears in the Winter Soldier, but I don't think he's not an employee of Shield. He doesn't know what is happening in Shield, and he doesn't give a shit about Nick Fury as well. In reality, if we have
maybe to talk. But I think they have enough mutual respect, I guess.
Yeah,
because
kind of, but like, and ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే ఈ స్టోరీస్ అన్ని కూడా like they are not popping on news. Example, see Vision and Scarlet Witch, Vision and Wanda ki, they have known about this news of Tony Stark going away in a donut. Our story ఎప్పుడు తెలిసింది, they saw that in the news, right?
Yeah, I think it's a breaking news, like, right? Not, I think like the timeline or something like that, because it's been going on New York. They watched that in Edinburgh or something like that. So like it is a breaking news.
So I'm fine. I don't expect cameos. And whenever you see there is a standalone, like whenever you see there is a standalone film, not a మొత్తం అంతా అందరినీ కలిపి standalone film ఉన్నప్పుడు, you can see the issues are very close to that person only.
Yeah. And only I think it should be that kind of story, because
it should stay that way.
If you mix a lot of people, you have to give enough time for them for the reason for their being why they've been happen, and also the money. Money and the money aside, the story itself, that we have to introduce the characters. When you have to give a character arc or a development or just a cameo, it will change. Because when Rhodey appears, when what do you say, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, first episode,
sorry,
it is kind of symbolic, because if you see in Civil War, right? In Civil War, when the Accords, Sokovian Accords were already introduced from Ross, these two guys were the ones arguing. Like, we know these two guys are the one arguing, and when the war is coming in, War of Wakanda and Infinity War, these two guys are they're flying and having what you say, this camaraderie. Like they are soldiers, and they work like that. And when what do you say, in the scene in what do you say, Falcon and Winter Soldier comes, it has that genuine, what do you say, obviously Rhodey will be there, right? That kind of feeling we'll get, because we've seen that kind of situation.
It's not something
that's
the cameo
just because these characters are there in the universe doesn't mean that they have to be in the what do you say, films also. I think in Thor 4 also the Guardians will go like within 15-20 minutes.
Yeah,
they'll just go.
yeah, that is true actually. Like నాకు తెలిసినందరికి Thor 4 లో యా అంతే నువ్వు చెప్పినట్టుగానే like that's not their film, it's Thor's film.
Yeah.
So like they'll simply drop him off somewhere, either like he'll simply go there and he'll find some issue that is related to Thor, and Thor will say that okay, I'll stay here, you guys can go and enjoy whatever you want, and then they'll simply go, and then
Yeah,
Thor
a
will
small
continue.
a small suggestion, if you guys are into like a motion comics or comics in general, just listen to Thor the God Butcher motion comic in YouTube. It's wonderful. ఎందుకంటే let's just say for Indian audiences, if you are obviously it's an Indian audience, మనం అంత దూరం పోయి చూస్తాం కానీ for what do you say, the screenplay point of view, it's just a comic book, but what do you think, where is there a screenplay point of view? Every story has a screenplay, like a narration point or a storyline. The narration structure is called is one of the screenplays. In the comic it has great screenplay because just small spoilers, it will have 3 timelines of Thor. It will have 3 Thors, like younger Thor, the Avengers Thor, and a Thor from millennia old Thor. He'll be a older Thor. These 3
తగులుతుందిరా ఇక్కడ కూడా
timelines, what do you say, merge like this. The storyline comes like this, and these what do you say, characters will be interlined. The story will be told like this, amata. It will have that amazing feeling, man. Every dialogue when you show the younger Thor, it will resonate with the other Thors also. It will reflect the same situation happens in the 3 timelines. What kind of, what do you say, feeling they'll have, that kind of story in that is in that
yeah
comic.
got it.
What I
if
genuinely recommend
yeah
it.
no problem నాకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. I think like, will Thor 4 will also be something kind of different variants of Thor will be there or not?
No.
Or ఏమో చెప్పలేం. Like if I see some Thor pics, like they kind of show like Thor evolving, like trailer లో చూస్తే మనం kind of Thor evolving from one generation to another generation అలా అనిపిస్తుంది. What if they're all different variants or something like that? Like that's an impossible, like చెప్పలేము.
Again, we only saw like 1 minute 30 seconds of the teaser. We don't know much. We didn't see even Gore, the God Butcher.
What if Jane Foster is a variant?
No. I 100% guarantee.
Yeah,
I 100% guarantee.
Wide we are thinking widely because of Doctor Strange.
No, because of Loki. Loki changed it.
Yeah, Loki. Yeah, you have seen that like Marvel have announced their first Egyptian superhero,
Layla
Scarlet Scarab. Yeah, Scarlet Scarab. I think that actress is also an Egyptian, so
she's
good.
Egyptian and Palestinian, I guess. Israeli.
Yeah, Egyptian Palestinian.
I'm very sorry with this geographics. I don't know much. Yeah.
కానీ బహ్రానీలో పుట్టింది, కానీ తను లైక్ షీ స్టేయింగ్ ఇన్ USA, not USA, I think reside in USA, but still she's a Palestinian and Egyptian, and she is the Egypt's first superhero, and they name drop that as well, like are you the Egypt's superhero, like that. And man, that is good. And ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే నేను న్యూస్ మార్నింగ్ చదివాను, బట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు గెట్ ఇట్. మిస్ మార్వెల్, లైక్ డిజ్నీ doesn't have a streaming service in Pakistan. They are going theater, like they are going to throw Miss Marvel in theater. I think first 3 episodes theater lo vestaru.
I think 2 episodes anta 2 episodes for because 2 hours of something like that, right? I hope
2 hours ఉండదు, నాకు తెలిసి 3 వేస్తే బాగుంటుంది అనుకుంటున్నా. అంటే 2.5 hours వస్తుంది 3 వేస్తే, అంటే అరౌండ్ 40 minutes కంటే ఎక్కువ ఉండదు అది. 40 120 3-4 సార్ they will get 2 hours.
Maybe they charge twice, like if they show two shows of the same story, like 2 times ticket konali, right?
Yeah, 2 times konali. And bro, like it's not a business thing, okay? For ఇట్స్ అన్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ థింగ్. అది
Yeah,
మాత్రం
yeah, yeah.
కన్ఫర్మ్. లైక్ ఇఫ్ లైక్ అంత బిజినెస్ చూసుకుంటే వాళ్ళు ఫాల్కన్ వింటర్ సోల్జర్, వాండా విజన్ వాటిని కూడా థియేటర్ పెట్టుకునే వాళ్ళు, కానీ దే డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ స్ట్రీమింగ్ సర్వీస్ దేర్. సో దట్స్ వై దే వాంట్ టు షో దేర్ హీరో అండ్ దేర్ కల్చర్ దట్ ఈస్
And also
represented.
this is one way to stop piracy, I guess. But also నాకు ఏమనిపించిందంటే when this news arrived, I thought, yeah, the first episode will release on 8th of June, right? But if they are releasing this in theaters in Pakistan, let's just say they'll wait for 2 episodes in USA or other people, like they'll wait 2 weeks, right, to release 2 episodes. Let's just say in the 2 weeks the first episode will be in the internet. Maybe it gets pirated in Pakistan, maybe in a business point of view it'll somewhat damage.
How about this? Like వాళ్ళని 1-2 episodes ముందే, like first episode 1-2 episodes పాకిస్తాన్ లో పెట్టేసేసి
వింటున్నా చెప్పు.
1-2 episodes ఫస్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్ అప్పుడే పెట్టేసేసి, ఇంకా మనకి ఫస్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్ మనకి ప్రీమియర్ అయితే 1 week తర్వాత సెకండ్ ఎపిసోడ్ ప్రీమియర్ అవుతుంది. పాకిస్తాన్ ఎక్స్క్లూసివ్ సెకండ్ ఎపిసోడ్. పాకిస్తాన్
Okay, కాకపోతే we'll get many snippets like leaks.
What the hell, bro? Like nobody cares, okay?
Don't you think? You think like that? No, definitely not. Even if a Hawkeye show releases like that, everybody will leak it, because fourth episode, third episode, I think is fourth episode lo, like Florence Pugh comes. This is one of right. That will be a leak, right?
నాకు తెలిసి like they will edit something like చూడు ఇంకొకటి ఫినాలే ఎన్ని ఎపిసోడ్ 6 ఎపిసోడ్ కూడా
6.
ఓకే 1-2 ఒకసారి, 3-4 ఒకసారి, 5-6. ఇప్పుడు 5-6 అంటే 5th ఎపిసోడ్ రిలీజ్ అయినప్పుడు 6th కూడా కలిపి రిలీజ్ అవుతాడు. అది పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం కదా. I don't know how they'll manage, but
don't know.
It's not a business perspective, so they can do anything they want. Like if they want to go by business, then they'll simply pick some constant theaters, like city ki okato rendu constant theaters petteskoni every week they'll charge very less money for a 40-minute show. Okay, maybe అలాగా చేయొచ్చు, కానీ బట్ స్టిల్ it's a lot expensive for the studios to do. Like
but it's not something, but as you said, it's not a marketing or a business point of view. It's a representation point of view.
Present కానీ లాస్ అయితే పెట్టుకోకూడదు కదా మార్వెల్. లైక్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్, like it's
I think a lot of people will show up, I guess, because Marvel is very popular in the subcontinent.
ఇండియాలో కానీ పాకిస్తాన్ లో కానీ సూపర్ పాపులర్. But still,
and
I want an Indian superhero also, bro. I'm waiting.
We came way long from Moon Knight again. Malli distraction. But I just want to talk about one single thing. Spider-Man India Spider-Man.
No, that won't happen.
Pavitra Prabhakar. It won't happen. It is happening, man. Across the Spider-Verse.
Live action I want.
Live action it won't happen. Live action it will even take time for Miles Morales to come to live action.
To come, yeah.
The thing is,
Indian superheroes in Marvel.
I don't even want to. No, because when I saw the Temple of Doom of Indiana Jones, I thought,
right, bro, like see, Marvel is even Moon Knight director kuda something he said similar, like Egypt culture was misrepresented in Hollywood, so he want to represent how Egypt is. And
but it is like nobody even talks about that, man. I was like, let's just leave India alone, because Egypt and India has a lot of different kind of traditions, and also we are huge culture. It's a very big culture.
కొంచెం తేడా. ఎటర్నల్స్ లో జస్ట్ వన్ సీన్ వల్ల ఇక్కడ పెద్ద రేజ్ జరిగింది
మరి కదా. That is one of those scenes, and I don't want to and I just want Indian cinema, like Triple R is doing wonders in the US right now. Many people are talking about, and I want those kind of situations like that. I
Yeah,
don't want a
yeah.
Marvel
Like
film
let's add
on
Triple
India.
R versus KGF also, just a 1 minute in this only.
Are Udra.
దాటిపోద్దురా కష్టం ఎలా KGF 2 will cross RRR. I have a lot of
50 crores, I guess, right? 50 crores or something like that.
అంతే
I just want to I'll just complete one point. Like we didn't talk about music of Moon Knight. Oh my God, that music is awesome. I have to admit. Also, I just want to add, everybody who talks about the Marvel music is saturated. They don't have enough, what do you say, or innovative or creative, like
Taste.
difference taste. I totally disagree. Marvel has a very great music soundtrack. Just because what do you say, DC has what do you say, Man of Steel theme and Wonder Woman, doesn't mean they had a lot of good soundtracks. That doesn't mean also that they didn't have good soundtracks. Marvel had a ball. And also, if anyone talks about like the original Spider-Man's soundtrack, just give 5 minutes of your time for Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home.
No
Just
Way Home.
you'll have like 5 minutes, 8 minutes, and 10 minutes of the total suite of the musics. Those are even wonderful than Spider-Man original first trilogy. Don't say original, man. It's not original. Spider-Man, the character is original, not the film is original. I don't think like that, because Spider-Man is the character. It's a first Spider-Man film. It's a first Spider-Man trilogy. It's not original trilogy, because they didn't make the character in the first film itself. They just adapted the character, right? But speaking back
first
to the
adaptation, live action adaptation of Spider-Man.
yes. Speaking back to the music thing, when you see even from WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, and the Hawkeye series, you can see the innovation of the new kind of music, right? Loki, they just kicked it out of the park. I loved Loki, and I think she's composing to Obi-Wan, and the trailer came. Obi-Wan ki compose chestundi. The main theme will be given with from John Williams, but the composing will be for Natalie Holt. And for the Moon Knight show also, it had that eeriness, and also that the culture from the Egypt culture of Egypt, they incorporated very well, and it had that Indiana Jonesy vibes, and the music was so on point. I didn't even feel like they just I just lived in it. I loved it.
అది mainly, like if you want to criticize or praise a music, the one thing you have to consider is, are you in the show or are you watching the show? The difference anamata. Like if your music takes you into the show, that is when you know that music did justice. It doesn't need to be an amazing music. It doesn't need to be a worst music. It needs to be perfectly suited for what you are watching and what is going on screen. So the purpose of music is that. If music is over the top, and if music is taking the
KGF
scene
2
away, taking the scene away, like whatever that is happening, you will get a huge drum and huge shit, and then you can praise the music, but you cannot praise the film a whole, because music is the only great part in that film or a series. So everything needs to be balanced. Like nobody goes for high CGI, poor story, poor music. Nobody goes for high story, poor CGI, poor music.
2.0.
Nobody goes for pure music. Chood mari. Like everything needs to be balanced. Like if one pillar, చూడు ఇప్పుడు 3 pillars or 4 pillars ఉండి, ఒక పిల్లర్ కిందకి తగ్గిన, ఒక పిల్లర్ పైకి పెరిగిన, మిగతా పిల్లర్స్ మీద ఉన్న, they'll get imbalanced, so that will drop the film. So but that is
for me, I will just final thoughts, man. For me, Moon Knight is phenomenal. I didn't even expect this much amount of attention from me, because I know this is the most anticipated Marvel project from of 2022 from MCU for me, but I didn't expect this much amount of good, what you say, meat I'll get. And I was totally drawn. And I recently bought a new TV, and I was watching this show in that TV. I was like, yeah, yes, this is what I want, and I'm loving it. And yeah, obviously, this is 4th of May, and I'm going on 8:40 for 6th of May, and I'm expecting that. But coming back to Moon Knight, I loved every minute of that show. It had the great character developments, it had great characters, it had a great narrative, it had some minor things I didn't talk about is the editing in some areas, like in the second episode, when he suddenly comes to come in front of Khonshu, to just goes to like a freeze frame, and he'll just escape. That one. And in the finale also, they were fighting in the temple, and suddenly when Moon Knight appears, Khonshu is outside of the temple. I just didn't like that kind of editing, but overall, the story is awesome. If you didn't watch it, you should just check it out. It is not it shows like it's not connected to the whole part of the MCU, and you will love it for itself. It's like దాన్ని చూడడానికి మాత్రమే you will love it for itself.
Show itself.
And great performances. And I'll be very angry if Oscar Isaac doesn't get a will not if he did Emmy రాకపోతే మాత్రం I will be very angry. He killed it. Like not only in one episode or something like that, the entire show, the entire whenever he's on screen, he gave that performance, and he, what you say, lifted every bit of storytelling in that performance of his, I guess. Yeah. And great storytelling, great characters, great music, great direction, and a solid show on a whole. Yeah, thanks Marvel.
Same bro. Yeah, thanks Marvel. And you don't need to excel yourself in everything, you just need to execute what you are good at. That's it. We all enjoy, and we all like carry you in our like whatever we do, you will be a big part. And చాలా మందికి చిరంజీవి సినిమాలు, బాలకృష్ణ సినిమాలు వాళ్ళ టీనేజ్ మొత్తం నింపేసుకున్నారు when they are at our age, our parents. But people like you and me, people who are have these ideas, 2009, like that's when we are 10 years old around.
2008.
And అప్పటి నుంచి 2008, sorry, 9 is the
Sorry
Hulk,
man,
right?
sorry.
So ఆ టైంలో like అప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటివరకు this is what we'll talk about, and this is what our generation is, and this is what we'll talk to our future generations. Very good leap in films, and very good leap in pulling audiences at box office. ఒకప్పుడు if you have $1 billion film, it should be a Titanic or an Avatar or some once in a lifetime film. But now
Or a Star Wars
every
film.
Marvel film or a Star Wars film or a Lord of the Rings film or a Harry Potter film or something. కానీ ఇప్పుడు every Marvel film is $1 billion film. Except COVID issues, COVID affected films. And Eternals. And Eternals, like Eternals is not due to COVID initially, but still like it's something everyone, even predictions also, like if it's a Marvel film, they'll have a prediction of opening weekend of at least 200 million domestic. Or at least 150 million domestic.
That I think any thoughts again, man? Done? Yeah man. Yeah guys, this is after show of Moon Knight, and on 6th May I'll have a non-spoiler review, maybe me solo, of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I guess Sai, you'll have a show on 3:30 I guess on that day.
3:45 p.m. So
Yeah,
it
3:45
will
p.m.
be pretty late for me to get back home. So I don't know. I'm not sure on how it go.
Yeah, maybe I'll give my non-spoiler review at 1 hour, something like that. I'll definitely try to give that, and maybe we'll have a spoiler discussion on Doctor Strange too. Maybe, or we will do it or not.
We will.
Yeah.
It's not a maybe thing, bro. It's
The thing is,
assured.
if this guy is free, I'll do it every day. This is a situation, but we are working, and we don't have enough time to watch enough movies actually. But whenever we
Yeah.
watch, we will talk about those films a lot and for hours. So this is one of those occasions, and we love films and we love content we watch. And yeah, I think that's it for today. And I'll see you on 6th of May after watching Doctor Strange 2. And it is currently sitting at 79 to 80%. It is very
130,
hugely
180 reviews అనుకుంటా.
no 155 reviews lo unnai. 155 reviews. It's currently sitting at come on internet, 159, 80%, 159 reviews, and it is hugely positive.
163.
163, 80%, right?
I'm saying, yeah.
80%.
And I am in will 10 by score కూడా Rotten Tomatoes average
like
వేరే
అట్లా కాదు.
అనుకుంటా మరి ఇక్కడ
Critics
నుంచి ఇచ్చిన రేటింగ్
నుంచి వచ్చిన తీసుకుంటాం అన్నమాట. And yeah, I'm seriously, I'm not that what is expecting anything, but I'm seriously excited for this film because it will have a huge what is say consequences down the line, I guess. So yeah,
the leaks I saw, you will feel Evil Dead confirm, like you will feel Raimi camera అవన్నీ నేను చూడలేదు కానీ I saw it 5-second leak. It's not a spoiler, but still I can say, I got chills from that. Like it's not a typical Marvel shot. 100% it's not a typical Marvel shot. And there I can say period.
Even in the trailer also it was like
weird
bonkers. Yeah, it's bonkers.
Yeah.
I'll only say, guys,
very weird, bro.
I'll only say, guys, keep your expectations low always. It
Limited.
It helps, seriously. It helps even if it's the biggest film, even it is the biggest star, even it's the biggest story, even it's the biggest franchise. Always keep your expectations in check. If you do that, you won't be disappointed in any way. And if the film is great, you will enjoy it immensely.
You'll be the happiest person. If the film is worst,
yeah. That helped me for Eternals. That helped me for Shang-Chi was a great surprise for me. And I was crying the whole time when watching Spider-Man No Way Home, because I know the leaks and all, I know everything, but it when I kept my expectations very low, this is a very huge movie, it may fail. These kind of expectations I had, and it kicked it out of the park. And I expect the same from Doctor Strange 2 also. And I will meet you on May 6th. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. And this is Bhanu Prakash Reddy Bejanki with Sai Krishna Penugonda signing off. Thank you.
Signing off. See you guys.